How can reading and implementing lessons that you learn from a book transform your life? Us as humans operate from a place of habit. This habitual relationship is useful for our survival. There is no denying that. When you are walking, you have the habit of doing many things at once. You may just not be as consciously aware of them. When you think of walking, you think about it as just left, right, stop, continue, left, right, or maybe go right, left. That doesn't necessarily matter. But while you are doing this, what you are unconsciously doing is you're constantly scanning for dangers. You're going down the street, you're thinking, is somebody in my way? Is something in my way? How will I plan to evade that? Let's say you're crossing the street, but you're thinking, okay, is there anything that's going to come in my path? Is there anything that's going to stop me? We do this from a means of habitual practice. When you were young, learning how to walk, if you recall back far enough, you will find that you remember at a certain point thinking, how am I going to walk? Now, as you grow up, those thoughts no longer cloud your mind. It's become second nature. This is where we operate from. What happens when you are reading a book, you typically pick this book up and you want to shift this habit. If you're shifting this habit, you need to implement this habit. This can lead you to success if you do it the right way, make you worse off if you do it the wrong way. It is on you to be able to differentiate between the two, apply feedback to yourself in order for you to grow. But how can reading and implementing transform your life into one that is better or lead you down the road of success? I'll give you an example. One of the things that I learned not through a classroom was meditation. I started to meditate through reading. What I learned was in meditation, you want to be in a place of relaxation. At first, I thought I have to sit down on a yoga mat, sit up right, sit up straight, and allow things to be aligned, clear my mind, and just constantly think, clear my mind. What I found was my mind was never clear. I was thinking of all these things with my body, how my body wanted to feel. I never got to the point being at peace in my mind. Through this book, I found that meditation could look however you want. You can sit down, you can stand up, you could lay down, so long as you're at a place of relaxation mentally. And how I implemented this was that I just lay down. The reason I laid down was I didn't have to worry about what my body was doing. I could just simply relax. It was hard to do this, but you get to the point where you're still thinking of you're laying down, you're asking yourself, am I comfortable? Is my breathing right? And all of these things that are just flustering in your mind. The first time I tried it, I probably meditated for like 1 second with efficiency. But I get to the point where a minute with clear thoughts, then a minute turned into 2 minutes, then 2 minutes turned into 3 minutes, and so forth. This changed my life for the better. As I got so good at having conversations with myself, I started being able to realize that I can fine-tune my day-to-day operations. In meditation, one of the key things is just to focus on what you are doing. If you have one thought, and easily what happens is this thought becomes this thought becomes this thought, and it all just starts to spiral out and you lose what you originally focused on. And in this, it causes you to feel flustered. Now, if you go through your whole day, you're gonna feel exhausted. A lot of meditation, how it changed my life, it was not about sitting still, but what it was about honing my thoughts. I got to the point of realizing that as long as I can focus on one thing, I'm essentially in a place of peace. Something that calms my mind, allows me to focus on one thing, is actually cleaning. And so I shifted my entire means of operation. What I started doing was I started thinking, I want to focus on one thing. And what would that one thing be? I would say, right now, I want to just clean my bathroom. I'd walk into the bathroom. I'd allow myself to first see, what did I want the space to look like? What did my clean bathroom look like? Then I would envision myself getting there. And then you get to the point where now you're at a sense of peace as you get to that mental vision that you initially created. That is also a form of meditation. I'm simplifying the cloud of thoughts that's in my head. I'm no longer thinking about work. I'm no longer thinking about personal life. I'm no longer thinking about goals, ambitions. All I thought about was getting this bathroom to a place of cleanliness that I envisioned. And that is a thing that brings me peace. That changed my life forever. One, not only did I learn how meditation can be reformed, also learned I can have my own relationship with what brings me peace. And honestly, when you're thinking about meditation, that's why most folks started in the first place. They want to get to a place of clarity and peace within. But then also cleaning became something that relaxed me. Honestly, as a child, did not think would ever be. But me reading this one specific book, I'm only going to share this book because it's a book that allowed me to notice that the main thing for us to be talking about today is when you are picking up a book, your intention is truly to take a lesson away from it. What starts to happen is those conversations within yourself are ever so more rewarding. You are now fine-tuning those habits. You are changing your habits. As long as you are keeping a filter for good, you can pick up bad habits if you are not thinking about them. If you now keep going with the implementing of one thing. you implement meditation, you're not gonna master it in a day. You'll master it for yourself, which is all that matters. Then you start thinking to yourself, well, what if I started teaching myself how to play chess? You pick up a book about chess, and now you're learning lessons that you can apply in real life. You can start playing people in chess. Is that something that you have to do as a human? You do not have to do that. But if you're talking about a guaranteed way for you to become better, is reading, internalizing, accepting, and applying. Refining, allowing yourself to now compound in growth, because each day you're taking that lesson, but you're building upon it. One book is not enough to change your life. One book can spark a change, but what happens is the next day you have to ask yourself, how am I going to get better? And that is what lessons in a book will only offer you, a means to better yourself, so long as you're open to it.